TNC cannot get any objective off of that engagement. No Roche, no tier 1 tower on the mid lane. Good BKB usage from the Luna, but despite of that, you know, did end up going down.
If nothing else for TNC, I think it probably is a little reassurance that they're not out of the game yet. They can still win these fights with good execution. OG are not so far ahead that they can't take them down.
Yes or no, right? Like, if OG did not chase up a shrine, I think OG would just flat out win them.
Yeah, but also the quad bolt hit one. You know, there's a lot of things on both sides that could have gone better.
Yeah, and of course the Centaur initiation was blocked by the quick BKB usage. So yeah, you know, a lot of things could have gone better for OG. OG taking advantage of the fact that they have very low cooldown ultimates goes right into the shrine. Roshan.
I don't see TNC contesting this.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same combo that Team Secret ran yesterday on the game.
Even if you win that one fight, they might just go into Roche anyway.
Exactly. That's exactly what Liquid did yesterday, so.
So TNC now, they'll be up against an Aegis. No-Tail already very tanky as the Necrophos. We saw it took a days, it felt like, to kill him. Now they cannot easily bring down Ana. They may try. Cuckoo blinking in. Ana there, lobs out the Tornado, but 4 of his teammates are top, so tries to force Cuckoo back on his heels with the meteor raining down. Tims could do not, but watch the fireworks.
I think the danger for TNC moving forward is that with the items that they're now buying, it doesn't increase their damage output. Like Cuckoo's working for a BKB, Luna's trying to finish their Manta style. Blink forward here, Giraffe finds the stun, Crystal Maiden gonna get silenced. Nice Glimmer Cave dodges away, but Stampede's gonna allow them to chase her even further. I think the CM is gonna go down.
Eventually perhaps, but not before getting a little bit of a retaliation blow, as though the Chain Thrust was committed. A little damage from 1437, but nonetheless he will fall.
Yep.
And OG certainly in control now as they push through mid. Ana out in front is gonna tank this tower from the rear, and with the tower dropping, you do wonder, do OG even consider a high ground assault? All ults are up.
They have the Aegis though, so they could poke at
have
it.
the Aegis.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's perhaps the safest play is to wait for S4's Aghanim Scepter. He's only 600 gold away, but with the Aegis, they feel confident enough. And look at how much damage they're doing to the tier 3.
Look for the miracle back. They need that big combo. TNC biding their time, waiting for the opening here, but the Sand King's been caught out. He is the +1 to that initiation, and he is down. OG
now, I think you could just hit the building.
Easily picking him up. They got a ward on the high ground to set that all up. No buyback on the Sand King. Out for a minute. They might get more than that, Lumi. Here comes the back, but where's the follow-up? They need a burrow. They need an epi. They don't have it. Instead, they might lose 1437 again. Glimmer Cave to try and keep him alive. They're going to tap the shrine. Fight for all they can. Eclipse is there from Raven. Will meet the Earth Spirit. Force him on his heels, but the melee has fallen. OG can get out and be content with that. Sunstrike having an additional fish will roast Raven. Force him on his heels. So OG, they get what they came for. They take the melee. They are one step closer to a Game 1 victory.
TNC's itemization are critical. These BKBs are very important. Fortunately, these BKBs are also not winning them the fights. Now they're going to chase for a little bit more. Ana goes right to Viz after taking down the shrine. He gets out. And, you know, as I keep speaking about TNC lacking damage, there's still more from OG to go in terms of tanking items. That Aghanim Scepter is finished on Centaur, so 40% damage reduction during the Stampede. I just don't think they could kill OG anymore.
OG have to screw up. That's basically how it feels now. That they need to waste the Stampede, maybe blow the pipe, someone gets caught out of position, but in a true 5v5, I almost feel even if TNC hit the 5-hero vacuum, Epi, Puro, Quapple, Eclipse, CM ult, it might not even be enough as long as Centaur presses his ult
and there's a pipe going off.
Pipe and the Greaves.
Yep.
Not to mention, at least right now, you have to worry about the Sages. And that's a big assumption, right? Because OG don't have to have all 5 out in front like that. They can easily sit back and siege safely behind the Necro, behind the Invoker Torch Spear.
They have been doing exactly that, you know. Even though that there's a Aegis on the Invoker, they feel that No-Tail is tanky enough to set in the front. Now he has a Yules to be used defensively for himself. Now we're going to see perhaps the last hurrah from TNC. They need a perfect combo.
This is what dreams are made of for TNC. Here comes the bag. Here comes the burrow. Look for the follow-up from Cuckoo. The ult's cooling down, though. He doesn't have the Sonic Wave. They need to get these kills quickly. and out goes the Reaper Sight. Not quite enough damage yet. Only the Lich has fallen to CM the trade. TNC commits so much, but they didn't have the extra spells required. The Eclipse also 15 seconds off cooldown. It could have been amazing, Lumi, but they just didn't have the icing for that cake.
I think TNC is maybe on tilt is probably not the right word, but just feeling immense pressure right now. Remember that smoking into the enemy jungle where they chase deep for Jerax? Just like small things where timings are just a little bit off. And that might have been the game. Now, I mean, you have your ult again, but no wall. They still have the vacuum burrow strike combo, and this needs to strike true.
But now OG will know it's coming. They can be prepared for it with their positioning. You can see the Centaur's off in mid, so almost assuredly, he should be able to get off that Stampede. The fight starts while it's still on cooldown, but it starts with OG out in front. The back is there to counter.
Sand King's dead,
But no burrow strike follow-up. 45 seconds on the sideline. The fight rages on. TNC desperately trying to hold the line, but it's too late. Ana has taken the melee mid, chewing through Sam H, forcing him on his heels. One melee to go, and then OG will be in pole position to finish off this first game. And it feels almost a guarantee that they will get it. The range now being blinked down, No Tail landing the assist, OG streaming in, rotating towards bottom. They want their vengeance for last year, and they're gonna get one step closer if they can close this out. Cuckoo, Sunstrike coming through, forces him back. The Eclipse committed, but casual Stampede, they'll back him back in. S4, he doesn't care about your clips. He doesn't care about your vacuums. He still gets out.
That was an Eclipse use and a Stampede, and they're full HP. Now the second half of the fight now breaks out.
It tickles. It does nothing more from Cuckoo, and now as a roll and a smash forward occur, it spells his demise, it spells TNC's demise.
clear. On time goes school.
I'll eventually get sneaky with.
As the arrow flies. My way. Wild winds rising. My feet fly. Already moving.
That was
You're still alive? I'm still shooting. Already moving. I'm not ready. As the arrow flies. I'm not ready. I'm way ahead. It's not time yet. On my way. Illusion. I gust onward. I'm not ready. On it. Not time yet. On my way. Of course.
Fresh mate.
I'm not ready. Not yet. It's not time yet. I'm way ahead.
Fresh mate.
Not yet.
Something in your eye.
structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. I was missing this. Radiant's bottom tower is Dire's top tower is about. Dire's top tower is about to take the floor. Feeling under the weather? A gift for the tempest of battle.
You got a lot of chain stuns. The aura gives the rest of the team a ton of right-click damage, and even through the poor man shield, they were able to chase them down.
Let's talk about the Shadow Demon, Lumi. We haven't seen him much, really at all.
Yeah,
In
I
any
believe you were
scenario.
asking about the SD Luna, and then
Yeah,
the
but I-
level 1 mayhem broke out.
But I also want to just talk about the build, because I have seen a few SD picks where, you're leveling up your Soul Catcher early, you're just going for kills. Are you expecting that type of build at 1437?
I think because their aggression has to come so early, the Soul Catcher max is very, very good for that kind of gameplay. But they also have the SD Luna, so I think it's one of those scenarios where 1437 could take it in multiple different directions depending on what he values. Like, does he want to get kills early, or does he want to have a little bit more mid-game farming power? We're gonna get
2 anyway.
Duel.
Fly there with the interrupt. They have the duel. The disruption prevents it, but not long enough. S4, he's the winner, and he'll get that plus 10.
I think he definitely wanted to duel his ally there just to prevent the duel win, but I guess spells are queued up a little bit too early, and fortunately they gave the 10 damage to the LC. And that's a crazy thing here, right? S4 hits level 6 before the Luna. Had Luna had Eclipser, I think that fight goes completely a different direction.
But give OG the credit for identifying their timings as well.
Yep.
Knowing when they can go in, TNC trying to do the same thing. You could see, as mentioned, stacks are important. And look at the positioning to fly. If TNC want to gank these, they're going to have to take the long way around. 1437 gets that ward up on the high ground. They know this is happening, but Fly also knows they're coming. He reveals Theben. And unlikely that TNC can actually make it up this clip. They might try, though. They're going to roll in. Now look for the boulder smash, potentially. Tims, though, he gets the 2-hero connection, but where's the follow-up damage this? They need more. S4 comes in, head full of steam, and already they brought down Tims. They might get Cuckoo, too. Commits forward, but the duel says no. S4, 2 for 2. Very early.
I can't help but feel like TNC is just forcing too much. They're charging up a hill into a shrine.
Almost desperate, even.
Yeah.
And OG are just sitting back and raking in the gold. A 2k gold lead, a 2k experience lead. That's before these Ancients are cleaned up. They're only going to get farther ahead, Lumi.
Yeah, I think they definitely needed the Clockwork level 6 and the hook shot if they want to take a fight in a position like that.
He came in, he actually whipped the hook. So they even committed his early rotation unsuccessfully. But they're still going to keep on contesting. TNC committing forward. Want to try and steal these Ancients, at least deny them to Ana for now. They're leaving Raven bottom in the meanwhile. On his own, not bringing the Luna to the early fight. The Eclipse was already committed previously.
Ana, will he get called? Do they have detection for it?
Doesn't seem like they can do much to kill him off. 1437 finally forced to TP up top because No-Tail is just casually pushing there. There's not just the TA in this game. There's other carries to worry about. They do set up on mid. Boulder Smash comes through. They need to kill up Jerax, but he gets up the fissure. Rolling Boulder forward. Tim's commitment. They'll get Jerax as the kill, but they might lose Cuckoo again. He's in danger. He's finished off. Flies on a killing spree. And TNC are pressing this way too hard. OG might get more. The trap comes out. Tim's going for the deny, and he'll be denied in that effort as OG crack open another kill and extend that lead nearly 3,000 gold. Still the Ancients there for you see Sam H trying to find Jerax in the trees. The battery cell coming through.
Okay.
Fissure whips.
Fix the rune. All right.
Might back away. A little space created as OG send in 3 towards that mid lane. But can they change it, Lumi? Can they slow down? They have Shadow Demon Luna. They're trying to build a Midas on the OD. Is the game plan adjustable, or do you feel like they're really just committed to this type of play?
Hold that thought. Mid lane. Fight breaks out.
The wrong side, TNC should be able to retreat, but Sam H is going to go down, and they even bring in the Luna for this. The duel comes through, an instant win. Number 3 for S4, and the chase is on.
Trap.
1437's low. He does not have the disruption available any longer. OG on point with these rotations. They keep the TA alive. They force the Luna rotation. For TNC, at least she holds Eclipse, but again, it's TNC pressing. It's OG reacting just right, and also farming elsewhere. No Tails just sitting top. As you mentioned, a fast Radiance is on the menu. Unless they can kill him here, they'll try for it with the Magnetize. Boulder Smash forward. No Tail will go down. Still, though, 3,500 gold banked, even after that death. This is a fast relic.
Bottom side here, Cuckoo gonna get surrounded from all sides. Are we gonna see a duel? Still on cooldown for a couple of seconds here.
But now mana, the ODL gets deployed, but they still stay alive. Now 1437 coming in with the Shadow Poison, but OG just look to retreat. They need this Boulder Smash to connect. The glimpses there, dragging the Earth Spirit away from the fight, and in fact all the way back to his own shrine. So OG looks like get out scot-free again. TNC can't catch a break.
Yeah, I mean, having spells like Astral Imprisonment and Disruption, very good on save, but when you use them to set up kills, it gives the other team a lot of time to respond, whether it's TP more heroes in or just set up an escape.
It's not like a Centaur Stomp double edge.
Exactly, it's just not very fast. Normally, Shadow Demon is paired up with a strong nuker, let's say Kunkka or Lina, and then use that Shadow Demon amp to get the quick kill, but he's not going for that game plan. In fact, you were asking what spell he's going to level up. He's going to go for the Shadow Poison Max. When you're playing alongside an OD and you're just spamming away the Shadow Poison, you will get a lot of mana back, so I can see the beauty in that, but right now for this phase of the game, I don't know if it's really helping him as he gets... By a little bit of time, here comes the Clockwork.
They're gonna fight this. Good
Glimpse away.
by Sam H. Is able to keep Fly back. The Glimpse is already committed. The Static Storm available. They're bringing in more reinforcements. Do OG commit to this? They have the Song. Raven has the Eclipse. He lets it go. No Tail's been called out. Jarek's in danger as well from the side. Comes Cuckoo, but go to sleep, TNC. Take a nap.
And
OG want to get out of there, and it looks like they will. There is no further flank coming.
Yeah, without the Clockwork Hook, that is all of their long-range catch. I mean, Earth Spirit could maybe row in and get off a kick, but he's also not in the...
Link picked up. Deso next on the list. Can TNC even keep up here in the farm department? Their OD still doesn't have a Midas. They in both games so far. The economy continues to ramp up. They might even look for a dive here with that blink on Ana. Creeps TNC's best friend right now. But with no Eclipse, do they want to take this fight? Not sure the TNC are in the best combat position at the moment. They're going to bring Sam H in though. Cuckoo's in the neighborhood, so they do have 5 bottom, but this is something OG mostly are aware of, courtesy of that deep ward they planted in the Radiant jungle. So they can back away and go back to farming, and that's exactly what they'll do.
Well, one ray of hope is that Cuckoo does have the Midas queued up, so he's gearing up for a long game. I think we got to start talking about what is their game plan versus the Naga illusion, because I think we're kind of shifting into that phase of the game. So first of all, Cuckoo on the OD, he could kind of blow up these Naga illusions very easily. Shadow Demon could make stuff of his own by disrupting the Naga illusions, and Raven should be able to clear them out as well. So because I think the early game dominance option is completely out of the window already.
Of course, they'd be a lot further along if they'd geared up to do it from the start, right? Like, they could have just kind of let OG have their stacks, let OG find their farm, and focus on theirs, but now they are climbing up a cliff, trying to get back into it. Still good news for TNC also is that these tier 1s are up. Tier 1's up mid, tier 1's up bottom. They're relatively healthy for now, so they can still at least farm their jungle. They can play a little greedier with the Midas, with the Luna factor, as long as they don't lose any crucial fights.
Well, TNC smoked under an observer again.
Radiance is online now. No tell. Planting an illusion towards mid. The team always clustering around Ana. As Raven about to have his smoke revealed. OG come in from the high ground. Eclipse. No, just at least for now, Elusive Beam. Now the hook forward. Insta glimpse back. Flies there with the save. Now Raven committing the Eclipse rains down the ODO2. They get both cores. Huge opportunity for TNC now.
I think what Nota wanted to do is he walked in here and kept trying to use his song to set up a team fight, but the chain stun from TNC was so on point and the burst damage to back it up. Finally, something good going for TNC. Can they get an objective out of this?
They know they have to make something happen now. Use this tiny window, and they're going to try. Tims rolls in, finds the Shaker. Hey, Jarex, now the Lucent Beam too. Fissure comes out, Jarex tries to get away, and meanwhile the Static Storm. Dual victory denied. Last second, Banish is there. The turn onto S4. Another Banish, still stalling, still fighting. He lives!
Thunderstrike.
Who survived?
Bring him down low, and now there's a random center coming in, not gonna get the kill either. The fact that they have double save is gonna make S4's life very, very difficult. Ana blinks in for the chase.
They're chasing Raven out. That's a long way to dive, though. They have the song ready. Traps getting planted down. Sam H has the cogs. And just the threat of those will force them away. This is something you were talking about a lot when we were just waiting for the Game 1 draft, is like the way TNC got here was just this incredibly crisp fighting. And while the early stage was bad, it looked like they're pressing it. Finally, we see what TNC is capable of here.
Look at Nota trying to cast Assault repeatedly, or any spell rather.
The boulder smash comes in right again when he's about to mirror image and then doesn't get a chance to even go for the song.
Yeah. The critical thing for me during that fight is that Raven, or rather Cuckoo, excuse me, is going for a farming item. He escapes that big engagement alive, finishes the farming item, and now has a hood behind that. He's going to be a big force in the next 10 to 15 minutes, and he will ramp up very quickly. Hood first on OD is not something that you commonly see. So I'm very interested to hear your thought on that one.
Looking at OG right now, I guess there's just a lot of magic damage. So you've got the Shaker, the Disruptor, the Naga Radiance Burn.
Is this really a good hood game, though?
Does he complete a pipe? I mean, there's still a TA, so yeah, it's not an amazing...
I think he just like watched an Envy replay and was like, okay, let's just try this, I guess. Top lane song flying off, and no tails out.
Oh, there's already the level 2 song, so cooldown not as much of an issue here. And in good news for OG, they will have these windows this game, right? It's another game for TNC where they have long ultimate cooldowns. The OD ult, 160 seconds, the Luna ult, 140 seconds. Every time a team fight is taken, even if TNC win, you've got 2 minutes to pressure. So they take that bottom tier 1, they get another deep ward up on this Radiant Cliff in their own jungle, and perhaps OG can still take those fights even after losing that crucial skirmish near the Roche pit.
Yeah, I could definitely see OG, especially with the Desolator finish on Ana, they could begin to, let's say, force these ultimate on cooldown like you suggest, and then take objective, whether it's Roshan, tier 1s, tier 2s. So that's something that TNC has to be very careful about. When to use their ultimates, and they pretty much have to win their engagements when they do use it.
Cuckoo is gonna out a bit of his movement. And OG are just playing safe, hugging near the shrine right now. Doesn't seem like TNC will find anything. But it does feel a bit different.
Che, al final no mandó ningún mensaje, tipo, capaz que ni salió. Y ya llegó mi viejo recién, así que lo vamos a cancelar, che. Gracias igual por estar atento y eso, viste. Vamos a ver si cae ahora.